Good morning. Well, it is February 20th, 2025, and I'm happy to report that I have now finished this YA fantasy that I have been working on. I consider it kind of a YA epic fantasy. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to position it when I finally get around to publishing it, but it's been a fun ride, and it's also been a really good break for me. It's been probably just about 2 months, maybe a month and a half, somewhere in there, that I've been working full time on this project. After I finished with the second option, I knew that I needed to take a little break and kind of give my mind a vacation of sorts. And so that's why I have worked on this project, and it's actually been a really good thing. The process of writing something very different has been very helpful for me in terms of kind of reinvigorating things. When you do the same thing over and over again, it starts to get a little bit repetitive, even if it's something you love doing. And sometimes you just need to take a break. And I love writing thrillers and I love writing legal thrillers, but I just needed a little break. Anyhow, I am now officially done with that break. I'm going to be sending the early finished manuscripts to beta readers, getting feedback and kind of going from there. I might do another pass or two through it before I start sending it to editors, depending on what the feedback is like. But yeah, it's done. It was a fun ride. It's as I mentioned earlier, it's kind of an epic fantasy. It involves dragons. The main character is named Mal, and it's kind of a coming of age story. Anyhow, enough about that for now. I am now on to Jason Maxfield full time, and of course, at the same time, I'll be writing Audrey Spencer part time, as I usually kind of do when I'm working on projects. I'm pleased with the progress I've been making on Audrey Spencer so far. The story, I feel, is going to be a pretty solid story. I like the direction I've been going with it. I've been noodling over the ideas and some of the elements of the story now for last 6 months or so, before I really started kind of putting down anything on paper, so to speak. And yeah, there's just some really pretty cool elements that I'm going to be putting into this story that I think are going to be pretty fun. So, more to come on that in the days ahead. And Jason Maxfield, as I've already said, has been sitting on my hard drive now for about 6 months, 7 months, somewhere in there. A little bit about the Jason Maxfield book that I'm working on. Jason Maxfield returns to Chicago. He has a vendetta, or maybe that's not the right word, but he has some questions that he needs answered about his past and kind of what happened and what led to him getting sprung from jail at the events of the first book. And so he's going to go back and see if he can sort out those questions. And at the same time, he wants to see if he can figure out what's going on with his old pal Tobias. The story's really fun. I'm looking forward to working on it. And so, without anything more to really add to my update today, I think I will go ahead and start working on that. I hope everybody has a great week out there.